Mario Kart World just dropped version 1.4.0, and I'll be completely honest with you, I uploaded a video yesterday that was way too negative. I approached this update completely wrong, because after actually stepping back, playing the fixes, the new variants, and also the new systems like the new customizable items, it really hit me. This is the update that we've been waiting for. Not because it's massive, but because every small change feels like it's building up to something way bigger. Think DLC, characters, new courses, and honestly, even more stuff to do in the overworld. It's like Nintendo are actually listening to us, and that's a really positive thing. This patch feels like Nintendo is laying the foundations. So today, I want to re-walk through why version 1.4.0 is actually one of the best updates that Mario Kart World has gotten so far, and also why it kind of tells us that something huge may potentially be coming next. Let's go ahead and start with one of the big ones, custom items. This is a feature that Mario Kart fans have wanted since his game launched, and now it's finally here in World. It works almost identically to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can of course just select your items and choose what you want to use. You only want to use blue shells? Awesome. Only bananas? Great. Only food items? Even better. It just works perfectly and gives us so much more customization. And it works everywhere as well. First race, balloon battle, coin runners, online rooms, even wireless play. This is literally more than just a toggle. It changes how the game is played if you want it to be that way. And when you combine this with the new room options, 2-player KO tour, and just smoother online play from all the other updates that we've received so far, it genuinely feels like Nintendo is preparing us with something more replayable and just a lot more fun. This is kind of the system that you do implement before you do add something bigger, but we'll get into that after we talk about the other stuff. This update is also filled with those finally features, the ones that sound kind of small, but they do realistically change how everything feels. Enter music metadata. You pause the game and bam, you can actually see where the track music comes from now. This is perfect for people who love the series history, especially for myself. Not only that, but they've also added a music slider. You can now actually control the volume if you go into your settings and then choose so. There's also some online room improvements as well, just like up to 4 players in races, battles, and knockout tours. And the one that kind of shocked me is being able to play 2-player knockout tours online now. It's quite nice. They also added restart and next race in single player versus. It's kind of nice if you don't want to play a track halfway through, you can just go ahead and select next. It's nothing too major, but again, sometimes you just don't want to play a track halfway through, so just having this option here is really nice, or just restarting it. Also, another change, but also really nice, is how they've added photo mode in time trials. It's a tiny change, but people like me, like content creators that want to get some really cool angles, are gonna really love. Individually, none of this is too flashy, but all of it combined actually makes the game feel like Nintendo is actively shaping it, rather than just letting it sit. And that's kind of all we want at this point in time. I'd rather Nintendo really get everything right now, than rush out DLC and the foundation issues are still the problem. And that's something I realized sort of after uploading my last video, so sorry about that. Alright, this is where the update really surprised me the most, and I've gotten the most enjoyment out of actually playing this game again, just because of this. The new track variants is of course what I'm talking about. They are so much better than what we had before, and I mean that genuinely, because it's not just layout changes, it's the interaction while racing. You've now got manta rays giving you boosts, vine mazes to weave through during other kind of boring intermissions from the original versions. Things like airboats you can slipstream through. Everything now just feels so more alive. Even small changes like adding more turns instantly fixes the straight line problem that people had at launch, and making Kubituru Beach 2 laps instead of 1. These intermissions, I guess we'll call them, kinda don't feel like placeholders anymore. They feel like real world tracks. It's like Nintendo listened to the feedback, went away, and actually have reworked them now. And honestly, this is what gets me the most excited, because these improvements are exactly the kind that you do make when you are preparing to add more courses, more variants, and eventually, maybe DLC. And It's not just because these are new. I really enjoy racing on these now. Like going through the vines is so much fun, and going towards DK Spaceport where you're going over the different color railings, it just adds something different. It's really, really nice. There was also a lot of bug fix cleanup. Yes, this update obviously got a massive bug fix list. Bullet bills getting lost to no more. Players falling through just geometry spaces as again no more. They also fixed things up like boost stealing items too early. Some trees apparently eating players. And even apparently Sky High Sunday becoming like a void dimension, which I never experienced, but I'm glad they fixed it. And also things like swans flattening you when you're not even close. I had experienced that and I was confused, but they've all been fixed. And the scale of these fixes tell us something very, very important. Nintendo is taking this game seriously. They're not just doing the bare minimum maintenance, they're tidying up the engine, tightening the physics, improving pathfindings, and all the stuff that you need to do for a game to just run long, and also if you are prepping for some new content. If they were done with this game, we would not be seeing any of this. Here's why I'm excited though. This update feels like Nintendo is almost turning the key in the ignition. Not accelerating it just yet, but they are preparing. Because think about it, custom items, reworked track variants, mover online, tons of little engine fixes, systems that realistically increase replay value, and just more detailed presentation like music metadata, volume sliders and photos. I'm not saying the next update is going to give us brand new DLC, things like new characters, like we all know they're going to come eventually. Same with karts, more track variants, brand new courses, even things like overworld expansions. I think they could add in an update more things to do in the world map, even like maybe seasonal events. But the point always comes back to, with this version 1.4.0 update, it feels like Nintendo is preparing the foundation. And with February kind of right around the corner, and even the Game Awards, there could be an announcement there for maybe some new content, like DLC, maybe even the Nintendo app, but it just feels like something is coming. And the part that also really hit me as well, when you combine this update with the other ones that we've already had, there's a very clear pattern forming. We're actually seeing a massive focus on stability, a huge increase in player control, better online systems, now more creative track variants, some little visual enhancements, some balance changes, and just new quality of life features almost every single patch. None of these updates have been random. Nintendo are clearly working towards something bigger, almost like a long-term plan. Get all the stuff that isn't working right now out the window, fixing it, and then we can work on some big stuff. And realistically, as me as a content creator, I'd rather see Nintendo get everything right first, rather than rush some DLC out when they're still following the base game. Mind you, I really like Mario Kart World. I think it's fantastic. So, even though that I didn't think that version 1.4.0 was super flashy at first glance, when actually taking a step back, you can really see the shape of something bigger forming. The tracks are getting better, the game is getting smoother, online being more flexible, new things like custom items finally existing, which is awesome, and Nintendo clearly isn't done. And honestly, I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty damn excited again. But that's enough yapping for me. I really appreciate you all checking out the breakdown of the newest update from me, and why I'm excited for the future of Mario Kart World now. If you did enjoy this video, it'd be super appreciated if you could leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I'd love to hear what you all think down in the comments below, to if these updates sort of feel like they're equating to something bigger. Because in my opinion, if Nintendo keeps updating the game like this, we're about to enter a really interesting year of Mario Kart World next year. But that's all I have to say on this right now. If you want to see some more in-depth videos from myself, make sure to check out my mystery series I have been uploading, with a coconut mole video coming out pretty soon. However, I'm going to leave you all there. Make sure to enjoy the rest of your days and nights, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya!